Welcome back to Wicked Auto. So I did end up going ahead and doing the Footwell lighting today while it's nice before the truck goes in, like I said in the last video. So they're actually going to be uploaded pretty close together. But I didn't film any of the install. So if you don't want to see how it's installed, go ahead and click off now. The reason I didn't record me installing it, because it's just routing a wire for the Footwell lighting. It didn't take anything else. The only other thing that it took, which I could have videoed, was cutting off the cigarette lighter to wire it. So let's show you that. All right, so it came with the cigarette lighter, right? And that's how you push it on and off. I cut it off because once you get to the cigarette lighter, it's just a positive and a negative. So ripped it off and ran it from the passenger side fuse box, which, let me get this panel pulled off. Start at the bottom and just pry up. There we go. All right. So you can see the fuse tap here, put into there, and I put it in to fuse F5. It's for the heads-up display. Two other things I don't know what the initials stand for. But, I mean, there's like 3 or 4 for the BCM and all that. I will not put a fuse tap in a BCM or a PCM or anything like that, as those are the main computers, and I don't want to mess with them for some freaking Footwell lighting. So the heads-up display, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the heads-up display, but if something goes wrong, it's just a fuse and no big deal, right? So this kit only takes 1.8 amps. So there's plenty of juice coming out of here. And then I just took the negative and put it to that bolt there, which works. Tested it with multimeter first and ran it. If you see the wire coming from the bottom right there, just ran it up underneath where the plastic for the glove box. Plenty of room to get the wires through there. Now, the one thing that bugs me is it doesn't come on with the truck. Still have to push this button to turn them on, which the button is under there. Okay, and then the little sensor for the remote that it comes with. Now, it has the power because of the fuse tap, but because of this, it still has this remote. It doesn't just automatically come on. And I'm not skilled enough to get rid of the remote. I did peel back the wires, and there's like 4 or 5 wires from the lights themselves to the remote. And I don't have the skill set to get rid of the remote and it come on and everything work right. So that's just how it is. It has a remote, no big deal. So I didn't mind putting the button remote down here. So let's go. Well, let's show you where I put them. So this kit came with 4. Okay, I only need 4. I'm not on a 3-row SUV or something like that. So like I said, I ran it up through here for the fuse tap, and then routed my wire back behind this felt underneath the glove box. Stuck one there. I'm gonna take, so this kit comes with itty bitty tiny screws. The light has these screw holes. I'm gonna take these tiny little screws and run them into the felt on this and the driver's side, as right now it's just stuck to the felt with the 3M, because there's nowhere else, there's no hard place to put them in here, except right here at the edge of the glove box, which I think is too in your face. I don't want that bright of a light, just up underneath shining out. Then I did stick the remote to the hard piece for the glove box. I took a hanger. Now, so this piece on the passenger side, it just pulls off. Okay, just pulls right off, clip back in. Driver side does not, I'll show you that. But ran the driver side wire, because they're both connected to the remote here. Driver side with a hanger underneath. We'll get to the driver side, but that's how I ran the driver side. But since all the wires are connected, the passenger side, so I ran this one. This is the first one that's connected to the remote. It here, then for the rear, ran it up underneath the plastic, right under the edge of the plastic here. Oh, I got a dirty scratched. Ran underneath, pulled this up. So to get this piece off, you just pull up and then it pops off because the bracket for the seat, it goes down in. Same with this piece, it goes down in this plastic piece. Pulled it up, ran the rear up underneath the seat, wire under there to the back. And let's see if we can get down here enough. And there's the back one. See, there we go. So that one is stuck to a hard piece of plastic, but I zip tied it as well. The F-150 I did, that's the same place I put it, but the F-150 was greasy on the bottom, and I didn't want to, this one's not, but I don't want to take the chance with, I don't see their 3M holding up. Initially, it is super sticky, but I don't know how well it would hold up, so I just went ahead and put the zip ties on there. I could only get them on one on this end, one in the middle, not on that side. It's too wide. I would have had to double up zip ties, and I just didn't want to. I think it's stuck on there pretty well. But so this one shines to the rear, the other one shines to the front footwell, so we're good to go. And that's actually the exact same thing I did on the driver's side. Let's take a look. Let me put the panel back on first here before I forget that. Well, I can't do it with one hand because I gotta get the seal out of the way. We'll come back to that. Let's look at the driver's side. Can't wait till that's fixed next week. Okie dokie. So, taking off the kick panel down here for the driver's side. Yeah, I just took a knife. You can take whatever you want to get this out of here. Just this little cover, and there's a little bolt in there that holds this to this bracket right there. So it's a 9/32. Remove that one bolt, and then it pops off just like the passenger side does. So I ran the wire up above the accelerator. As you can see, like I said, I stuck it to the felt on the back on the firewall, and then ran that wire behind the carpet here in the corner and up underneath the plastic, trim the whole way again, and the same thing in the rear. Boom. One zip tie on the end, one zip tie in the middle. And there we go. And we'll be back this evening when it's dark so you can actually see the lights and see how it turned out. All right, so to finally finish this video, obviously I've been slacking, but let's go ahead and turn these on here. Now, of course, the switch is on the passenger side. All right, so doors open. You can see how bright that is, and this is on the lowest setting, so you can make them brighter. Okay, this is on the lowest brightness for this color. Of course, there's a million freaking colors you can change it to, the music thing and all of that crap. I just do a steady color, and this is the color I picked. You can change the colors with the remote. It can change while the music's playing, all of that crap. But this is how bright it is on the lowest setting, right? That's what it is for the rear. So if you're in here, right? If you're in here sitting, that's what you see. Okay, so it's underneath, remember, facing towards the rear seat. But that's what they look like now that this video is finally done. But this is the interior lighting I put in, and they've stayed. So this has been on now. This is, you know, kind of say how long this is overdue, but these have been in the truck for over a month now. And I've had zero issues. They're still working. They turn on and turn off when I click the button to turn them on and off. None of them are loose. You guys saw how I put them on. There you go. Let me know what you guys think. See you next time. Like, subscribe.